especially decoration is hard. Yeah. But I found out that the more I do it, is the more I love it. The more you do something, is the more you love it. I left out what I learned from school. Now I'm doing something more and more and more. I'm getting more richer, yeah, in this thing, and I love it. So with this kind of thing, this creativity that is within me, I feel like I would like to share it with other people, yeah, that are like, for example, like we're going into Christmas season, there is beauty everywhere, and only the kings, a few kings are there to decorate that beauty, yeah. So here is King Colin with MatCol events to provide everything for you. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, and more.
And more.
And more. Queenz, I think your network is perfect now.
Well,
I hope. But
God.
yeah,
I think
you're not.
Yeah, it's much better. I think the Wi-Fi is downstairs, and I was trying to be upstairs. Hey, and there's the Queen of Kalenjin. She's here. That is the Kalenjin Queen. Oh.
That's me. Hello, beautiful everyone. How are you? Queen Ash.
Oh.
Hello, Queen Janet. It is lovely to see you.
Oh, lovely to see you too. Wow.
Queen Kalenjin, introduce yourself there to the king and the audience.
Okay. My name is Janet Tirotisoy. As you all know, I'm from Kenya. And I'm professional. I am a mechanic, motor vehicle, fixing gas.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was a finalist for Miss and Miss Africa, UK and Ireland 2024 this year. And then I am Miss Confidence, which I'm so proud of that. So
Queen, I told you, and I share the same title.
And also I am a Queen Kalenjin. So yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
So it's beautiful to be here. Thank you for having me here. It's a blessing. Thank you so much.
Oh, bless you. Well, you came after I had just asked my question. So maybe you'd ask your question, so you and the king can get to know one another.
Ooh. Okay. Trying to think of some questions. So my question today for our King Colin is can you share your channel with us from Uganda to UK? I would love to hear that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna share with you my journey. By the way, I'm your neighbor.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So from Uganda, as I said in the past, I grew up from the ghetto.
Yes.
And I went to my primary school, secondary school, up to university. And after my graduation, I had to come to UK, and that was 2008.
Oh wow!
And the moment before I came to UK, after graduation, I graduated today, and the following day I was coming to UK.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Get that experience of doing my profession. So when I came to UK, they had to give me other different jobs where I did not feel myself as an artist, because what with the events you have to have art, and not ordinary art that you have, whereby there is different types of art in everything. With an event, there is art in music, there is art in lighting, there is art in creativity. So in all that, I saw something missing in our community here in UK. So when I arrived in UK, I took some years observing the industry. Yes, I'm not going to underestimate artists that have been there before. They've done a great job. But I'm there to also add on a stone on their creativity. Not to take them away or diminish them away. They are doing good. But I'm also, as the king, yeah, I'm there to put a stone. So when I came to this country, I began with different jobs. I've done, I was a carer. I've done different jobs, many jobs at a professional level. Yeah. And I'm like, no way. All these jobs, I love them. But what about my inner thing inside me, my art that is inside me that is kept around? I began decorating. And my first decoration, if I'm to tell you the truth, I went to do cleaning on a wedding. So my friend told me that, you know what, can you help us with decoration a bit? And I said, okay, I can. I felt like even cleaning, I had done rubbish, but I had the machines. Yeah. I had a company, registered company, but I said, no, I put all my effort. And people were asking me, where did you learn this? We can see the passion you're putting in. From there, that day was my best day, and I'll never forget it. That was my first art in UK. Then I had to build up my clientele, building them up. I had 10, from 10 to 20, from 20 to 30. Every week I'm booked. Every day I get a phone call because I've been building up, and I respect my clients. I love them. From there, I began from the decoration. As I told you, I began with decoration. I saw that my decoration and the art, there was something missing in decoration. If you've been observing my page, every time when I see something missing, I add on something. Then I saw lighting missing in my decoration.
Mr. King Colin,
yes.
You're answering all our questions before we can even ask.
True.
No, but I'm telling you a journey, yeah, because I'm telling you a journey. Seriously, I saw something missing, and when I saw it missing, I began scratching. What I always look, what are other artists? I will always look for something that other artists are better than me. Something that they're better from me. I want to see that thing. And I also look at my failures. I put every art of mine, people call it showing off. I call it advertising. It's not showing off, it is advertising. Yeah. So when I advertise, I get those comments, and those comments whereby people tell me your work is not good. Yeah. What text message, can you improve on this? I love them. And I'll never take those comments away from my work because they keep me going. So I'm like, no, let me build it up. So up to now, from there, I began doing events. From events, I'm going higher. And that's when I went to see other people. Even the Queenz, I came to reach you. Now I'm with you right now. But it has taken me years liking your page every now and then.
Oh, yeah. No, we appreciate you.
Any other question?
Thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah. We'll ask Queen D if she's got a question.
Thank you so much. Of course, we're chilling with the king of, is it 256 king? That's Uganda. UG is 256, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, the king of 256, just parallel now to the Nile River, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so we know we're dealing with
We
a
got the
real.
source of the now.
That's where that's now where the source of life is coming from. Oh.
Kenya, we got the source of the now.
So grateful. Like we said earlier at the beginning of the show, at the end of this show, I'm gonna be giving away a book, or we're gonna be announcing the winner tomorrow. But there's a secret question that you need to be looking out for. There may be a clue on the live, and it's with regards to the king that's here with us today. You're gonna be asking a small, simple question, and of course, make sure you are uh, following Life Queens, you're following MatCol events, and you will stand a chance to win a beautiful book by a friend of the show, the Queen herself, Julie France, a radio personality, a Radio Africana. She's written a beautiful book called More to Life, where she shares her journey while living back home. More to Life is the book that you can win tomorrow, and you're going to know it if you just listen to the King here today. I've got a question for you. So, you came all the way from UG and you started something beautiful here in the UK. What aspects of Uganda do you think you brought into your art, into your work here as an event planner and manager in the UK? What can you feel rhythms of the Nile there when you are decorating, when somebody walks into a room that you've decorated?
Definitely, I feel something.
Yeah.
That creativity whereby I'm someone whereby you can just take me to any other place without any tool of mine, whereby I'm going to go with my head and I guarantee you I'll make a change. Yeah. I'll improvise with any means I have within that particular area. Yeah. And I will try to change it. For example, I'm going to give you an example. If I go to an event, yeah, I got no balloons, I got no flowers, at least I'll make sure that the lights are good on that event. Yeah. I will create something. I'll try to give ideas. Yeah. The art of performance, I would come those ideas that I was taught back in Uganda, they're still in my back. I just have to pick them out, and I said, you know what, with your event I can see something lacking out here. Let's work it out. And the moment we work it out, you're gonna see something good coming out.
And just out of interest, King, did it ever cross your mind when you started the business, or even just hanging out with other African men? You know, did it ever come up that, oh my gosh, you are in the women's business, what are you doing there decorating? The men are sitting outside there.
Can I tell you? Very much. Very much. But if you love whatever you're doing, yeah, and you're dedicated to it, you will show a difference. As a man, as a king, yeah, you do not only draw, but you set an example. It's hard, as I told you at first, it's hard to do art. I'm gonna give you an example. Michelangelo painted the photo of Jesus. You know how many years it took Michelangelo to paint that photo?
No.
Can you believe that he would be the richest man up to now, because he's the one that brought out the face of Jesus? Nobody knows the face of Jesus. By that time, the priest told him, get someone with a face that shows humbleness. And as an artist, when I see the face of Jesus, I saw someone humble, someone, who welcomes every problem. So in that way, also me in that aspect whereby you asked me a question, that question, I faced challenges whereby I was like, people could tell me, no, whatever I'm doing is not good. The first time I was decorating, I used to decorate with 2 balloons, 3 balloons, 4 balloons. And you could see a lady very creative, doing something so magnificent that is very good. But I would not shake my head down. I would stand up and say, you know what? I'm the king and I'm coming. And the more I come is the more I go higher. So I love those challenges, as I told you. I love people telling me my negative thinking, my what, and I love people tell me that question that, well, you know what, you're in a wrong field. But when I was studying a profession that could give me an earning every day.
Fantastic. That's a winner's mentality right there. Thank you so much for sharing that. Back to you, Queen Ash.
Thank you, Queen Daniel. Queen Janet, I don't know if you can see the comments there. Could you just read out the comments if you're okay, if you can see them?
Yes, I can see them. Wow, there's a lot in there. Everybody's in the house. Gosh. I may not be good pronouncing their name, please, because of the names. We have MatCol event also watching.
No,
Okay.
that's our king. That's our king. That's his business. Yeah, MatCol event.
Okay. I don't know if you've read it. We've got Arnold Regren, great story to hear. Both Queens. Okay. And then we
Shout out to
have
Boss Queen. Boss Queen is one of the live queens. She's
Post
just there in the
Queens.
audience.
Yes. And then we've got, Post Queen, I can say changes in you and within you. That's beautiful one. And then we have Monkele Casted. I'm so sorry with pronouncing
It's
names.
Gasti Mungale. Abuti
Yes.
Gasti Mungale, MGCSA, Men's Girls South Africa.
Yes, that's the word. And it say, what are your best 3 decorations that you have done, and where did you do them? Oh, that's a good question. So
Oh, that's a nice question. That's a nice question.
yes.
One of my best decoration whereby I felt that I did something good, I did for an artist called Julie France.
Yes.
When she was launching her book, I was behind her at every cost. And this is when I felt like, oh my God, I've done something, especially with the lighting, because she gave me all the time. We started around decoration. We started around 9 until 4 o'clock, 9 in the morning until 4 o'clock.
Wow.
So I had to explore myself, give it out to her, and she loved it. And I'm gonna give it out again on 29th, again with Julie France. So on 29th, expect me to be around in Manchester.
Fantastic.
That is where I'm gonna show more of art. I'm not gonna be talking. I'm just gonna be doing.
Of course. Shout out to Julia France, man. Julia France is a friend of the show and a friend of Africa UK pageant. She's been to Live Queens before. She is a bespoke host on Radio Africana. She also does a whole lot of other things. Of course, she's a motivational speaker. She's a woman of God. She's a gospel musician. We've seen the event that the king is talking about here on her social media page. If you haven't heard of her, go check her out. It's Julie_France. She's really amazing. Shout out.
Amazing. Thank you, Queen D. Obviously, you've spoken, King Colin, you've spoken about some of the challenges, when people have to say, oh, you have done, you're doing a woman's job. But tell us about other challenges that you've faced within this business and how you've overcome them.
Another challenge that I faced is time. Someone expects something beautiful and gives you limited time. They call me, King Colin, can you come and do us an event worth of 500 people? Can you decorate for 2 hours? Seriously? And the first time I used to fall into the trap, and I was getting to be blamed all the time. But right now, because I'm the king, I decide I'll give you advice on your event. I'll tell you 2 hours are not enough for me and my team. I'm not alone. I've got a team behind me. It's not only with decorations I do also other things within the events. We do photography. Yeah. When you give us your event, we can begin from cleaning, decorating, yeah, photography. Next year we're doing also sound. So we're gonna be providing everything. And that's every year we achieving something on top. So I want, if I see that a client calls me and gives me limited time, I feel bad, but I'll give her advice. You know what? You're giving me 2 hours. These 2 hours are not enough. I know you booked your hall, yeah? But the 2 hours, according to your event and the way you want it to be, the 2 hours are not enough. That one pains me so much. And I tend to use it because of that.
And do you think King is a problem mostly with our people? You know, like I found when you go to other race groups, you know, event management is such a huge central part of our planning the event. But our people think we can just come blow balloons and put up stuff on the tables.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What message would you say to our people who are watching here today, who are going to be watching this later, just in terms of your service?
Our people tend to underestimate art on a bigger thing. They tend to underestimate our creativity, and they tend to love, you know, things that are not creative. The person that made a crown, Queen Ashley, that crown, yeah, that person need to be respected, because now you're carrying the crown. There is art in it. I can see some diamonds. I can see, you know, things, you know, so many artists, if you look at it. But when someone tells you, I want to buy it, and tells you, can you sell it to me £2? How are you going to feel? So people need to respect our art.
Yeah.
It is being creative. It's something they train you. Some people are born creative. Some people are born, it is a talent. But there are people that are educated to be creative. A person that is born to be creative, yeah, he can do anything and bring out something. But a person who's being trained, he needs to be guided on that creativity. If he's guided, yeah, you're gonna see that something is gonna come out of him after some period of time. So that creativity, I want people to respect it and, you know, to make it grow.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, King. Back to you, Queenz.
Thank you, Queen D. Actually, that was my question, but
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's
no,
amazing.
I'm saying you didn't
There.
ask. No, you didn't ask your question, but yeah, no, I mean, I totally understand, because, you know, like, I think we're so quick to judge that, oh, this thing is so easy, or that is so easy, like just blowing balloons. So how hard can it be, until you're actually the person that's doing it, and then you realize, oh my gosh, it's not actually a walk in the park. But yeah, Queen D, do you have any other question for our king?
Yeah, I actually wanted to find out if King Colin, have you done any of this kind of work in Uganda? Have you done any kind of decorative work in Uganda?
I feel bad to say that Uganda did not test my creativity. Uganda, after finishing at Chambogo University, they did not. They saw me with others because when you're doing art, we've got a lot of things we do. We do textile, there is multimedia, whereby you see these crafts whereby they're made in natural resources, banana fibers and everything. We have to call it multimedia. And with that multimedia, we used to extend it. If it could grow more bigger, yeah, it could go to this event, our things with the event, like decorating, that kind of thing. So from there, I used to see things, growing.
Yeah. So if you were practicing in both countries, let's say, so your company was to expand and you decided to take some of your services home, what are some of the key differences that you think would be there in the UK versus Uganda? Because obviously you couldn't do the same kind of work. How would your work in Uganda be different from the UK?
The work in Uganda would be different in the way that I would be doing it on a larger scale. Here it is large, but not into that it is sometimes if it cannot reach probably 10,000 people, whereas in Uganda, no matter how small the event is, it's gonna have the number of people that needs to be entertained, to be shown your artwork. So in that way, in that perspective, I think the energy, already the clients are calling me from Uganda. They are calling me wherever they see my artwork. My family member, can I tell you, creativity even begins at home. My family members, I wish you here, give us advice on this kind of event. Always. I sit down, it takes 2 hours, 3 hours explaining how the event is gonna run. It's hard.
Yeah. It's interesting. As you're speaking to me now, you just reminded me that I had a very traditional Setswana wedding in South Africa a couple of years ago. It just hit me that actually the event planner was a male. And at the time I didn't think of it, but he had the most beautiful planning ever. He was super chilled. I didn't have to do anything. And he even made me think of things that I didn't think of. He's like, no, you need a VIP area for your friends that are coming there from overseas. You need a cocktail bar. You need this. And my only thing I would say, King, maybe to the queens out there who are naturally creative, most of us may have the talent within us. We decorate for birthdays, our children's birthdays and whatever all the time, but sometimes when a woman is doing it, we don't consider it art. We're just thinking, it's just a woman decorating. But I find that men, as soon as they go into that space, it's easy for them to transfer it into a business. So that's what I find. But I had a beautiful traditional wedding, and everything from scratch, from the colors of the pots outside to the videos to whatever was decorated by men. So kudos to all the kings out there who are in event management. We see you.
Yeah.
Okay, Queenz, thank you. Are you muted, Mama?
You're muted.
Okay.
Oh, can you hear me
You're
now?
back.
You're
Yeah,
back.
you're back.
Yes.
You're back.
My apologies. Queen Janet, do you have a question for our king?
My question is, do you have any project that you are currently working on that you could like to share with us?
Yeah,
Project that you're working on
I've
it.
got, as per now, I've got two events coming on, and one is with Julie France, that is 29th of November, and I've got on 14th of December, Christmas carols in Liverpool, and it is a choir called Joy, Pool of Joy Community Choir. So I'm gonna be working with them. Yeah, I'll be providing the lighting, the stage lighting for that event. Even Julie Julie, she's my client, and we've been working for some years. For Julie, I'm gonna give everything from chair covers. So if you're looking to blame me. Don't blame Julie.
I like that.
Yeah, blame me. Don't blame Julie. But
King Colin, come to Ireland. Can you cross the borders there to come to Republic of Ireland?
I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
come to Dublin, oh.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
You
Can I-
on, you on.
I'm coming. I was looking for you. Actually, I was looking for you.
Okay.
Not yesterday. Number of
Yeah.
years.
Okay.
I asked
All right.
Julie about you.
We're gonna
And
talk. We're gonna talk.
she told me. I was like, I want to see the source of Miss Africa. I want to see the source. And they told me, no, Colin, we got a source.
Well, open your, just make sure the DMs are wide open there because they'll be full. They'll be full. Fantastic.
Wow.
Thanks,
Oh
Ash.
Wow.
my God. So, King Colin, I would like to know, what advice would you give an entrepreneur that wants to start their business in a foreign country?
The best advice is to say, I don't know, it's two words, but they mean the same. Start and go for your dream. Do not wait. Go for your dream and begin it at home. Because there is no way I would be speaking about my thing without starting it from home. Anything. I'm gonna give you an example that I decorate my every event for my family here for free.
Wow. Charity begins at home.
At home.
Can we
And
be family?
can I tell you, it was on Sunday that I showed my mom, it was my mom's birthday on Sunday, that I showed her why I get paid for my lighting. She enjoyed it. She loved it. And I was like, if my mom loves it, everybody will love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it took me years to show my family that this is what I do.
Oh, bless.
So wherever you're doing as a person who's beginning, begin at home. Because they will see your mistakes. They will talk about your mistakes. Your duty is to improve your mistakes.
But King Colin, our family is the worst critic, man. I'd rather be criticized by strength. You know, our family, the criticism can hit home, man.
That's so true, Queen D.
Yeah?
They'll even be asking for massive discounts.
No, our families are hard.
Yeah.
They are hard to please. Yeah? They are hard. They will talk. They speak things that touch your heart. But it is up to you to change them. You know that your mom will always call you baby, yet we call you the queen.
That's true.
That's true.
It is up to you to show your mom that I'm the queen.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you do not show your mom that you're a queen, the whole community will call you baby.
Hey. Yo, deep one now.
Wow.
That's very deep.
That's good.
Yeah?
That's very, very deep. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
So can I also ask some questions?
King, we can see why you have your business.
Yeah?
You can see you have business mentality. We love it.
No. I mean business mentality, but I would like to ask some questions.
Okay. Could you ask them after the queens are finished asking you their questions?
All right.
Yeah.
I got
Maybe
you
Queen,
there, King, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe we can read some of the comments here. There's a bunch of people just loving what the King is saying here, Queen Ash.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead, Queen D.
Yeah. shout out to Queen Kitumetse Onwe, also from Mrs. Africa UK 2024 alumni. She's saying, hi, beautiful queens and king, and she's giving a special shout out to the queen of Kalenjin, Jeanette Soar herself, our guest host for today. Queen Doreen Ujama Hungary is here. Hi, Doreen. And Julia France was saying to us, she says, massive work, my queens and King Colin. Thank you so much, Julie. And Tumi is making me laugh because she says, I love the hair to me because she knows I stole it from her or to me. You're not getting the hair back. I want to claim it as mine so that when people see her wearing it, they say, ah, isn't that Queen D's hair? Okay, one more comment before I ask my question. I think King Gasti Mungale, that's after you answered his question about the events that you've done. He says, I'm inspired by the way you talk passionately about your work, my brother, and experience. As old as I am, what can I do to become as passionate and as a decorator like you? Gasti, please leave the decoration. It's taken. Go do something else, my brother. Saying hello to Queen Riri here. Tigom is social media for Life Queens. He says wedding coordinator is my other title, by the way. Okay, shout out to Tigom. He did coordinate my wedding. And that's when I wrote what King Colin was saying, that just go for your dreams. Queen Riri is saying family can have the power to shatter your dreams. That's true, but I love what the King here is saying just about making sure if you can prove yourself to your family, then nothing else matters. That's actually true. That's very true on so many levels. King, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because you're a man of dreams. So 5 years from now, so today is what? Today is 13 November 2024. So 2029, same day, where do we see King Colin? Where do we see MatCol events and all of the other things that you're doing in your life, mission and visions?
Nice question. I love it because every year I grow up, I take a step. This year I had an object, I wanted to include sounding in my events. But next year in January, I'm gonna be having nice sounds. Already, I've got nice sound engineers in my company. Yeah. So now, next year, I'm heading for you. I want to be the one saying, I'm the one to do Miss Africa
Ireland.
2025.
Yes.
Miss Africa Island.
Miss Africa Island. The inaugural, the very first one.
Yeah. I feel like I can present everything. If you get a client, if you ask me and I would say, you know what, I'm gonna do your decoration, I'm gonna do your sound, I'm gonna do your lighting. What else do you want?
Nothing.
That's it. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So now next year, in the next 5 years, I want MatCol events to be the biggest.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And with your passion, you're gonna be there before even 5 years.
Yeah. I want it to be the biggest. I want to handle it slowly. I want to become, to talk to people like you, to talk to people beginning businesses. I love them. And I want to share that, to share out, to tell them, you know what, I'm here to grow up your business, to promote your business. Because event is a big subject.
Oh, yeah.
If we are to talk about events, we're going to spend the whole night.
No,
and
absolutely. Yeah.
I can't talk.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you can have somebody plan a wedding for 2 years, but what matters is the execution on the day. If the execution is not right, then all that planning doesn't work. So yes. Very excited about your business and your team for the next 5 years. Okay, back to you, Queenesh.
Thank you, Queen D. Queen Janet, do you have any other questions for our guest?
I don't have any question, but all what I wanted to say to King Colin is my birthday is coming up.
He's gained
Put
himself
that in your
a
calendar.
client.
Okay.
Yes, so that's my birthday coming. So put that in your diary.
I'm gonna put that on my diary.
Say to him in Swahili. You should have been whispering in Swahili there. Maybe he was gonna give you
Ah,
discounts.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna say it first in English. I know little Kiswahili. I know
Yeah.
kidogo.
Kidogo, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So not so much.
But you can't speak good. They are very good in Kiswahili than Kenya, I think.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Amazing.
Okay.
But that's
So,
beautiful.
King Colin,
Yes.
since you wanted to ask us a question, we'll give you 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum for you to ask us a question.
It's like Queenz so
I've been
strict today.
waiting for it. I'm gonna ask Queen D,
Go on.
you've been organizing these events. Tell me one painful part in organizing your event.
I actually haven't really organized any major events. I've done like little small stuff in my life. Maybe let me think of my wedding. Or my wedding was perfect. I can't talk about my wedding. Oh, I want to talk about one of my birthdays. I mean, like I said, I think it doesn't matter how much planning you do on paper or in your head or whatever. If you don't have a good relationship with a person that's executing the work, and you don't have, stuff that we don't do with African sort of businesses. We don't even have contracts. You don't have anything written. You've paid deposit, but you don't even have a slip that says you've paid 50%. I find if you approach your African decorators and you insist on things like that, that's where it all goes sour. Yeah, so most of my disappointments is people just wanting us to sort of just go with the flow. I don't want to go with the flow. I want to know what time the cake is arriving. When is the champagne popping and the confetti? Is it going at 8:15 or 7:45? And unfortunately, our African event planners don't want to do that, and I am hoping we can elevate our events to that level, because for me, those have been the things. Just not having everything as clear as day, nothing on paper. That's my.
You are saying it loud, and everybody is listening. Yeah. Here is where we build up this platform that you are doing. I've seen you bringing more queens and kings around, yeah. And the more you don't learn from these conversations we are talking, yeah, it means you're missing out. And probably people should be sharing whatever we are talking here. We go to school, and this is what they teach us. So that, like, organizing an event, yeah, knowing this has to be done at this particular time, the other one has to be done at any particular time, is something very important to a client.
Yeah.
Good
And
enough.
I want to come to an event and relax. You know what I mean? If I've got somebody helping me and I'm sort of paying them, I want to come and make my speech. I want to come with my gown and arrive in my gown. I don't want to be stressing about the food there while I'm putting makeup on, you know.
No, that happens someone who's new in the field.
Yeah.
But if you're not new in the field, these things become like fingertips. Yeah. You know that this has to happen here, the other thing has to happen there. You know the burden. When someone pays you money, you should value it. I carry it on my cross. That's why we build up teams to help us in different occasions. I don't like when you pay me your money, I don't want to be running to be on the door and sometimes running this side. I want to be also sending my teams professionally in their t-shirts. Yeah. You just know that whoever's going to be passing here, you know that is MatCol events and he's doing something, he's doing his job. So as a client, you're going to relax. Yeah. and you won't be having a problem.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kim, for asking that question, and can't wait to see what you deliver.
Looking forward.
Queenz.
Thank you so much. King Colin, I don't know. Well, you've asked your question. I don't know if you've got any other question. If any of the queens have got a question for King Colin, before we do our announcement.
I'm about to just write his social media here. So it's at MatCol_events, right?
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so if you haven't heard of King Colin here, I'm pinning his social media here. He's on Instagram, he's on Facebook as well, at MatCol_events. Go check out his work, go check out his pictures. There's a lot of testimonials also from people that he's done events with. He says next event he's going to be doing is with Julia France in Manchester, and there's going to be a Christmas function on the 14th of December.
No, it's not going to be a Christmas function with Julia France.
No, the Christmas function is on the 14th of December.
Yes.
But there's another one in November, at the end of November, with Queen Julia. I think is it a gospel praise and worship event, if I remember very well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So go check him out at MatCol_events, and reach out to him with your event coordinations. Thanks, Queenz.
Thank you, Queen D. Queen Janet, do you have any questions? No? Yes?
No, really, I don't have any question, but just to say
I've
to King Colin,
got a
thank you.
question.
Oh, you have a for me.
Queen Janet,
Yes.
how can I buy a car from Kenya to come to UK?
What?
There's a lot of places to be.
Did you say a cup?
You said a car.
Oh,
A car.
I thought you said a cup. Okay.
How to buy what did you say?
I want to buy a car from Kenya to come to UK.
Hey, I thought it's easier even from UK to Kenya than Kenya to UK.
The other way around.
That's where I wanted your specialist as an engineer.
Maybe
you're looking for a
maybe
pirate,
that would be my
smuggler.
next business. You talk about now business. Maybe that would be my next business to come now. You say it, to keep up with your dreams. So maybe that would be me now starting that one now, importing cars from Kenya to UK.
Amen. Amen.
I must say, I'm loving the way that everybody sees themselves, going somewhere somehow. Yeah. It's good. Let's keep dreaming. However, I think I'm gonna just say a few announcements about events coming. We've obviously mentioned Miss Julie's event that's coming up on the 29th. I think the tickets are starting from about £15, £20, which is quite good. That's in Oldham, which is just outside Manchester. And then we've got on the 30th of November, we've got the Miss Commonwealth and Caribbean in London, and we're going to support Queen Rio. We've got and also there's actually on the same day there's Miss Pride of Africa, which will be also happening in London.
I didn't know.
I want
Miss
to understand
Kenya.
that.
Miss Kenya.
Oh
Kenya
yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah, and Miss Kenya on the 16th of
Actually,
November.
sorry, it's been cancelled. Miss Kenya. It's been cancelled. It's been postponed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's no longer happening on Saturday on the 16th. I think they are waiting for the date. It's been postponed. We don't know the date yet. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know that. We thought they just changed the venue. Okay, we didn't know that. All right, okay. So watch this space. Watch Miss Kenya UK to see when the new date is. Okay, cool. Thanks, Queen Jenna.
Oh, thank you, Queen J. Yep, and then We Hold a Hand is holding their end of year gala in Manchester on the 2nd of December. I think that the tickets are on their bio as well. Africa UK pageant, the first ever Mr. is open for registration.
Mr. Colin, go enter there. That's for you. That's for you.
Yes,
Colin.
yes.
Coming.
Of course.
Yeah. coming.
represent UG, Uganda.
I'm gonna represent Uganda.
Not as a decorator. We want you to enter, be on the stage.
Oh, I'm gonna come. I'll show you. I'll show you.
Okay, we
All
shall see. And then we also have obviously the Mrs. Africa UK pageant. The registration is now open for 2025. And then obviously the first ever Mrs. Africa Ireland. Registration is open. So if you're in Ireland, if you know anyone who lives in Ireland, please do pass the word around that there is a new pageant in town. Woo! And yes, you shall be coached by the
Ashley Chingwaro.
Ashley Chingwaro. And yep, I think that is just about it. If I have missed anything, Queen D or Queen Janet, please do help me out.
Yeah, so we're going to be asking the question now for people to win Julia Fran's book, More to Life. If you've been watching the whole time, it's super easy, very, very, very easy. Make sure, first of all, you're following Live Queenz, live_Queenz with a Z, and also follow our king that's been speaking here today. It's at MatCol Events, at MatCol Events. You're following both of them. And the simple question is King Colin, the king that's been here today. Just tell us which African country he comes from. Easy peasy. The first person to answer that question on the live or on the story after the live has been posted, liking Live Queenz, liking at MatCol Events, will win themselves a signed copy of Julia Fran's book. Easy peasy.
Let's get onto it. Thank you, Queen D. I think our king is kind of confused.
In addition, I'll buy one ticket for whatever question you're gonna phrase on Variety Night for Julie. I'm gonna buy a ticket for anyone who answers a question that you guys are gonna create. So you create a question, I'm gonna buy that ticket for them.
Awesome. We'll create a question later after this live. Fantastic. Hey, we like when a plan comes together. Fantastic. Okay, here at Live Queenz, of course, we're usually here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., but we come through sometimes to you on the weekends when we've got a couple of queens and kings who want to come through. So Sunday, 7 p.m. this weekend on the 20th of November, we have none other than a Zimbabwean queen residing in the UK. Her name is Ndo. She owns a company called Hanya Health. It's a bespoke company that specializes in wound management, burn management, after surgery, surgical care. She's based in the UK. She's very excited to come here and share her journey about how she opened her own company and how it's working out, herself working as an advanced nurse practitioner in sort of the outpatient setting. Her name is Ndo. Go check out her business. It's called Hanya Health. And she basically goes out and does the work in your own home. You're able to get her services outside the premises of your GP or your hospital. So we'll join you here on Sunday, 20th of November, 7 p.m. same time.
Thank you so much, Quincy.
I've seen some Ugandan Pastor Sematimba. Thank you for watching.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor. Awesome.
Thank you. I don't know if everybody wants to share. Let's actually share an inspirational word together before we leave. Shall we start with the king, with our guest of honor, or shall we start with the queens? I think let's start with the king. Let's respect you this time, and you can go first.
No, they say ladies first. I'll never change it.
King Colin, the last time we tried doing the ladies first, you were not accepting it. Now we're trying to say you go first as the king.
No, ladies first.
Good. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll start because the king wants to go last. I'm gonna say perseverance.
Queen Janet?
Chase your dreams.
Follow your dreams. I like
Follow
that.
your dreams.
For me, it's for me it would be resilience.
I'll put something
that
says put God first.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Mhm.
Amen.
And
On that
anything
note.
else and everything else will open, no?
Yeah. So you put God first, and we shall see the benefits. You know. However, we all, whatever religion you're praying to, because so many people are saying, you know, this, but the moment you put in God, I guarantee you everything will come to play like the way you want it to.
Amazing. Thank you so much, King Colin, for coming on board. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much for everybody that came on our live tonight. You have an amazing, amazing evening. Ciao from Leicester.
Enjoy Black History Month.
I don't feel like going.
We're gonna bring you back again. You're gonna come
Come
back
I don't
again.
feel like going.
King Colin,
You're gonna come back again.
Yeah.
King Colin, you will be coming back to live King Colin, Queen Colin Jean's live. So
Ooh, hey, look at that. Look at that.
King Colin,
so
I
don't
like
worry,
it
you'll
when you're
be back.
growing.
All right.
Okay, all right. Queen Ash has to go back to her hosting. She's hosting a big event there in Leicester. We're gonna let her go. Thank you so much for hosting, my lovely. It's been
thank you
beautiful.
so
Good night,
much.
everyone.
Thank you. Night, night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Night. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye bye.